Welcome back, everyone. This is Super Kelly Brothers Podcast, episode 167 for the 12th of June, 2022. My name's Sloan Kelly.
My name's Jody Kelly.
Hello
Good
there.
evening.
Oh, no,
Good
wrong
evening.
show.
Hello
That's
there.
Tuesday. Join us on Tuesdays when we do that show.
Yeah, I've got some thoughts.
On last week's episode.
Aye, we'll get to it though.
You're very underlit. It's a really nice look tonight,
that?
actually. Yeah, I do like it. Yeah, I'm
Thank you.
kind of jelly now because it feels like I've just got lights.
You mean
Nice.
I finally look professional?
It's only taken 167 episodes.
Yeah, well, wait till I start talking.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Oh, no,
Back to normal.
The thing is
Fine.
over here.
Oh, good.
Bring the thing out.
What's your thing out?
The wrong numbers up there, I noticed.
Oh, aye. You can't see it. It's fine.
It's true. Yeah.
Happy haircut, by the way.
Thanks. I got my hair cut.
I like the grey streaks you get put in. They're nice.
Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah, I noticed that yesterday. I actually sent a picture to Sam. She was working, and I sent a picture to her. Saying, "I remember I used to have black hair."
With black hair, you had brown hair.
Well, it was dark blonde. It was dark
Dark
brown
blue.
hair. Dark blue hair.
Dark blue hair, purple moustache. Couldn't miss you.
Quite a sight.
Perm.
I did.
In the 80s.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
yep.
Kevin
No,
Keegan perm.
Kevin Keegan
Yep.
perm. Yep.
You know those guys that have got the kind of gingery blonde hair, but they got the wipes at the sides, and you're going like, "Oh, that's a bad dye job that's gone bad." That's what my hair looks like now.
Well, not ginger though.
No, well, no, but it's when you see if you saw it yesterday, you'd be like, "Oh, he looks old."
You're pretty much describing Adam Savage.
Yeah,
He's got that kind of hair.
he does. Well, no, his is more kind of white now.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
We wish.
We wish. I'll tell you who is a friend of his show, Justin Trudeau, who he met in LA yesterday,
nice.
apparently,
Good.
according to his Instagram.
Nice.
So yeah, I went for a haircut yesterday, and one of the hairdressers was going, "Oh, that shirt!" And I'm, "Well, what?" And she goes, "My husband's got that shirt," and it was the Fish on Friday T-shirt I was wearing.
Never.
Yes, I thought that's two. He sold two.
I thought it was going to be the referee shirt.
No, it wasn't.
No.
That's in the wash. The referee shirt. It's not even the right way. It's the stripes go that way, not that way.
You need, see when Sloan's coming over over to the UK. See when you come over, can you remember to bring that T-shirt that I've left?
Oh, I will do. Yeah.
That you got me. Aye.
Yeah.
It's a nice Star Wars T-shirt.
Yeah. Is that everything? Okay, right. We'll see you next week then.
Cheers.
Shortest podcast ever.
What is this? The movie Vice? I love that bit when it's like a pure happy ending and then it rolls the credits and it's like
Vice?
brilliant.
I don't. Oh yeah. Yes, exactly.
Remember the bit halfway through the film?
I
Brilliant.
was like, what the hell is Vice? But yeah, that is great.
Yeah, Dick Cheney.
So good. Dick Cheney, Jesse Plemons narrating it.
Yep, as the heart donor.
As the heart. Shh.
Spoilers.
He gets run over, and
By Dick Cheney. Does he get run over?
not by Dick Cheney. No.
And then Dick Cheney steals his heart.
Dick Cheney shoots a man in the face. This is a true story, folks. Look it up. He shoots a man in the face, and the man comes on national television and apologizes.
That's actually true.
That is true fact. That actually happened.
That's why, right? I had it in my head that Dick Cheney ran the guy over and then said, "Can I have his heart, please?"
I wouldn't have put it past Dick Cheney, but I think
Well, just give me that heart.
Just give me the heart.
Not even please.
I believe you have my property.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. That sounds exactly like Dick Cheney.
Mm-hmm. Great movie.
It is a great movie. How was your week anyway? Obviously, I had a haircut.
You had a haircut. Mine wasn't that exciting. We had visitors over today, which was nice. And yesterday. It was Jay's birthday.
It was, yeah. Happy
son-
birthday. Happy birthday, Jay.
Yes, he got
If
your
you're
message.
watching.
And so we took him for lunch yesterday.
Nice.
And Hannah was over as well, so that was nice.
Did you go to Nardini's?
Lovely. What, in Largs? No.
Oh.
We went to Ayr. We went to this is boring, but we went to a restaurant in Ayr. It doesn't really matter where. Shout out to Meridian.
Was it Tim Hortons at the racecourse?
Oh, it was a hell. It's not at the racecourse anyway, Timmy's.
Isn't it?
No, it's in the kind of, where the big roundabout is with the lights. Yeah.
Oh, that's what I thought it was. Is that not
It's
where
there.
is that not where the racecourse is?
Well, the racecourse is further into.
Right. Okay.
No one wants to know this.
We're not sponsored or anything. But,
not at all. We wish.
Do you know? It's funny because on breakfast television they are sponsored and they're doing all this kind of stuff.
No,
And the drink. Yeah. Imagine being sponsored by anybody.
Aye.
That's nice. That's cool.
Yeah. So it was a
Meridian.
a nice scene, being together like that. And we had a nice wee night on Friday night together as well. We kind of got together. So. Yeah,
sweet.
Nice. You just your haircut and that was you?
Just a haircut, yeah.
Just a haircut.
Yeah, Anna's not here just now. So it's just me holding down the fort with basically taking Sam to our work and then coming down here and working on YouTube videos, which has
nice one.
Been quite nice. And obviously working through the week, but yeah, Saturdays is been pretty good for getting things done. I did do the lawn.
No foam parties or things like that.
No, too old for foam parties, Jody.
Really? You're never too old for a foam party.
Oh no, it gets up my nose.
Does it? Gets up your nose?
Yeah.
You're starting to sound like Anakin Skywalker.
It gets everywhere. Foam, it gets everywhere.
Sand parties.
Yeah.
Gets everywhere.
Shall we crack on?
Oh yeah.
There's a fair bit of news actually. Well, I think the first thing we should start off with is a couple of trailers just to get us in the mood for things. That would be kind of nice.
I love a trailer.
Obviously, we can't do any sounds, and we probably get shouted at for doing other things as well. But we can give it a go. The first one is this one here, which is Squid Game.
Really?
Announced an hour ago. There you go.
Whoa.
That's how current we are.
Exclusive.
Squid Game season 2 announcement. They were only announcing that they're having a season 2, obviously.
Right, okay.
But that's a thing.
Well, it had to happen, didn't it? There's been phenomenon.
Yep. Phenomenon.
So it had to happen.
Phenomenon.
It had to happen. Phenomenon.
Sticking with Netflix, I don't know if you've seen this trailer. Oops, I'm halfway through it. But what is going on here?
What the heck?
I don't know what that was.
Twisted. Oh, yes. Wednesday.
Yes.
Is this what the TV show is called? Or is it Addams Family?
I believe it's called Wednesday.
Right, okay. I always liked Wednesday, the character. She's really
on the mind of
messed
Tim
up.
Burton.
And Tim Burton, I love.
Yep.
I'm not sure about this, though.
I mean, maybe it's not Wednesday. Maybe it is actually the Addams Family. I don't know. And it's just they're introducing them one at a time.
I thought that they've announced that character this week. Then it's like bloody Mr. What do you call him? Adams.
Gomez. Morticia.
Gomez.
Uncle Fester.
Fester.
It means to rot.
Yeah, I thought it was that. But maybe it is just Wednesday. Don't know. We should know, really.
I hope they bring back Debbie. She was great.
From number 2.
Yes. Addams Family Values. Addams Family Values is a great movie. That's on heavy rotation in this house.
Oh, it's a great film. Great film. Is that when they go to the holiday camp?
Yes.
Kids get made to go there.
Oh God, what's her name? Her from The Good Wife and The Good Life, I think it is. And the guy from Ally McBeal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And also he was the guy from Ghostbusters 2 as well. Vigor's pal.
Oh, number 2, right? That guy, right? Okay, yeah. He's good, him actually. I liked him.
He
in
is.
Ghostbusters.
He's really good.
Yeah, I liked him.
And this one here, I didn't know about this. So this is Prey, Prey, as in Prey.
Which is a prequel, I think, to Predator, and it's based in the sort of
In the
old
past?
kind of in the
In the Old
past
West?
Red Indian kind of days of America, and it looks really. This trailer looks really good.
I was getting Horizon vibes from this. You know the video game Horizon.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
obviously, well, not obviously, but
No,
I think
not Forza Horizons.
not Forza Horizon. No.
I
The
know.
Guerrilla Games Horizon.
I actually bet it's because that's getting that Horizon Dawn or whatever it's called. What's it called? Whatever it's called.
Horizon
It's,
After Dawn.
I don't know, but that's getting made into a TV series, and I bet they're probably watching this trailer, going, "Damn it,
what?
They're doing it better than us."
Yeah.
I think this looks really good. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea as well.
It seems to be the kind of trend, though, to sort of do this, a sort of almost like a what if version of Predator. What if he's been coming for decades?
But I think that was the implication, was that he had been coming here for decades, because he's there's the Aztec tomb one as well. And so I think the implication is that they have been doing that. So I mean, it does kind of fit in with the sort of mythology of the series.
See, because it's in Disney Plus, I bet you any money, right? The Predator sees these hunters, has a great respect for them, and the Predator's not the baddie. The Predator teams up with them to kill whatever it is that's happening.
Oh, to kill like the French trappers or something.
Because Disney seem to do that, don't they?
Yep.
They
100%.
Turn every bad guy into a good guy.
Yeah. Talking of which, Black Adam. So he's an anti-hero.
Yeah.
But this is
DC though.
This is DC, yeah.
It's not
so
Marvel.
We're probably, I swear, we're going to get a copyright strike because of this, or not a copyright claim or whatever it is, because it's Warner Brothers. Pierce Brosnan's in it though.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, so he's killed. He comes back to life. He's got the same powers as Shazam, I believe. I know nothing about the
There's a
DC
link.
characters.
There's some sort of link with Shazam. Yeah. I think Shazam 2 brings Black Adam
into right. Okay.
In that movie, which I'm not sure when that comes out actually.
Because he's got the same zigzaggy lightning thing.
Yeah. I had a blast with Shazam. I thought it was fantastic.
It was really good. Yeah. Impressive wingspan.
I like this stuff. The kind of small to big. Ant-Man type things.
Yeah.
Looks fun. Looks fun. Are we getting superhero fatigue yet?
Yeah.
I think we are. I
definitely am. Like that bit was funny. I thought that was kind of funny where he take the guy out to sea. I think they need to do something different with superheroes, and to be honest, I kind of like the way that Ms. Marvel's going.
Yeah, I like it. I really liked it.
I watched
the
first
come
episode
to that later, obviously.
But yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just need to do something different. It's got to be a twist or something on superheroes, because like the Boys is out, which I haven't been watching, which is a good enough twist.
Wow.
Because the supers.
I'll get to that as well. I watched it.
Oh, you've been watching it? Okay.
I watched.
No spoilers though, because I do want to get.
No, of course not. No. But I'll just say this: if you think you've seen the most extreme stuff in the Boys, watch episode 1. Holy crap!
Okay. Yeah, I definitely.
You'll fall off your seat. Yeah. And another question: does The Rock ever sleep?
No. Never sleeps.
That guy is just everywhere, all the time.
I know. I don't know how he does it. Like he has a production company with his ex-wife Danny Garcia, I think
Mhm.
she's called. And it's like $7 or something. I think it's called
Yeah.
something like that.
Mhm.
And they're working on like 20 different movies just now, and it's
Mm.
all Rock vehicles for the Rock,
Mm.
which is just
Guy
crazy
never
stuff.
sleeps. It's
He never
crazy.
sleeps. No,
They say rust never sleeps, Sloan. Well, Neil Young said that. Don't know if he originally said it, but rust never sleeps, but the Rock never sleeps
the
these
Rust never
days.
sleeps.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know either.
There's one I think it's a live album he called it that. I don't know why.
Rust never sleeps.
Not sure.
Changing tack a little bit, because actually, because there's a couple of things we wanted to bring up about other. Well, should we just stick with superheroes just now?
Go for it.
Okay. Todd Phillips has announced.
Yeah.
I guess
Officially,
this is
is it
DC
official?
more than yeah.
Mhm.
He's moving ahead with the Joker sequel,
Mhm.
and it's called, and I'm going to butcher this, Foi Adieu.
Oh
Foi
God,
Adieu.
how
Is that what it is?
pretentious.
What I do, which apparently is some kind of head mental type thing.
Right.
Um,
Well, I'm
but I'm
going to
totally wrong
guess.
on
I'm
this.
going to take a guess. Right.
Mhm.
Flat. I do. Flat. Fake. Double fake. Let's Google it.
Oh dear, that's in French.
Double fake.
Folly of two.
Damn it.
Madness shared by two, also known as shared psychosis.
Right. Okay.
So there you go. So apparently
So
that's a thing.
does that mean he's maybe got a split personality in this?
No. It's if you and I had a shared psychosis. You and I both believed in it.
Right.
Like,
Okay.
do you remember? In fact, I'll give you a good example. The Joker and Batman are on top of at the end of Killing Joke,
Mhm.
and the Joker
Great
turns to
comic. Crap cartoon.
it's a terrible cartoon. Don't watch the cartoon. And the Joker turns to Batman and tells him a joke. And the joke he tells him are the two lunatics escaped from the asylum.
Mhm.
And they get to this point and they're jumping across the roofs and they get to the point where they can't jump any further and the gap is too far. And one of the first lunatic says to the second one, he says, "Oh, I know what I could do. I've got a torch. I'll shine the torch along, and you can walk along the beam."
Mhm.
And the other one looks at him and goes, "Do you think I'm an idiot? You'll turn it off halfway across." So,
Boom. You should have a snare. That'll do. Brilliant.
so yeah, that's the kind of idea of a shared psychosis, is that you both
Okay.
believe
Right.
something
I've got
crazy.
you. Very good.
Okay.
That sounds interesting, and I'm
Yes.
the first one was everyone knows how good the first one was, and if it's still the same team because they both kind of played off each other in that first movie. Joaquin Phoenix had a lot of ideas in the first movie,
Wham,
what
wham,
Joaquin
wham.
what sounds like Charlie Brown adults talking. No,
Sorry.
no, but Joaquin or whatever his name is, right? I thought I had it.
You did.
I thought I got it.
Joaquin.
He and Todd Phillips, they collaborated in a lot of scenes and changed a lot of scenes, like the scene where the first killing, and I think he was supposed to just clean the knife and stuff, and kind of look at himself in the mirror, but he decided to do it like a dance.
Yeah, the little dance thing that he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just made it even more crazy,
Yeah.
climbing in the fridge and stuff like that. Just
So,
made it more nuts.
in terms of it, Todd Phillips has been hinted at as being the potential person to oversee the company's DC movie side the way that Kevin Feige does. Why does
Right.
DC have to copy Marvel all the
I
time?
thought they'd stop doing that. Actually, I thought they'd kind of come away
Justice
from
League.
that because you know how obviously the Avengers thing. So they were like, "All right, we need to do Justice League."
Justice League, yeah.
But then I thought they'd kind of come away from that, doing like Shazam and things, and it wasn't all
Yeah.
linked. it doesn't necessarily going to work for DC, and also the Batman stuff is not
It's
connected
different, yeah.
to
It's
the
different.
Flash Batman, and
Yeah.
you know,
No, it's different as well. And
or
that Batman was really good as well. The
oh, it was,
Batman,
oh man, it was brilliant.
really good.
Oh, it was so good, so good.
Um,
Did you
and
see that in
then
the cinema?
no, I saw it. Well, I saw it in the over there
Your big
cinema.
screen.
Yeah.
Aye. No, it's so good, so good. I
Um,
think it. I
Sure.
think it had the same sort of feel. The same because obviously Batman is a bit messed up in the head,
Mhm.
same way as the Joker is, but
Yeah.
obviously and one for good, one for evil, or
Yeah.
you know.
Two
Um,
sides of the same coin.
but that was the same messed up head.
Mhm.
Bruce Wayne wasn't quite fully formed,
Yeah.
and there was a very fine line between Bruce Wayne and Batman in that movie. It was great,
Mhm.
brilliant.
Um, so yeah, it's not been announced. He said Phoenix has said that he's not said he's going to do it yet. So we'll see what happens.
Well, for a man, what age is he? He must be. Is it
Mid-40s.
certainly our age? Anyway,
Yeah.
he's maybe 50, maybe younger actually a little bit.
Mhm.
Maybe he's not quite 50, but
Yeah.
he's he lost a lot of weight for that part.
He did. Yeah.
To do that again, that's a hell of an ask.
It is. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he was like, skin and bone.
Yeah.
And I saw a photograph of him putting the bins out the other week there.
And he put on a couple of pounds.
He's put on a few pounds. Yeah.
Well, it's for a movie though, as well.
Yeah, but I suppose he's that type of. He's not like you.
He's
and
one
I,
of those actors, yeah. But Christian Bale said that he's not going to do that anymore.
Oh really?
Yeah, because it takes a hell of a toll on your
Oh,
body.
aye. It's not good for you.
No,
That's
it's
why I
not.
don't do it.
No, that's why I don't do it.
I'd rather just pile it on.
Yeah,
You know.
exactly. Ghostbusters, new
Yeah.
animated movie in the works.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the thing about Ghostbusters.
Oh,
I like the original Ghostbusters. It was a
Okay.
good show,
I love it.
good time.
Yeah.
The second movie was okay,
It's okay.
not as good as the first one. It's good.
Let me
time.
ask you this though, right? The latest one, right, with the kids in it.
Yeah,
Where
after
would you rank that with
solid 3.
Ghostbusters 1 and 2?
Third.
Below 2 even?
Yeah.
Really? I'd put it beside 1
But again,
and
okay.
then 2.
But here's the thing: is I think, and again, this I've mentioned this before, is that these companies they're risk averse, and they don't want to put something out there that's going to anger people. They want as many people in as possible. So what they did was they reunited the entire cast, including a dead man.
Beautiful moment.
It was a beautiful moment, but the kids should have been the ones to defeat Gozer, and that for me, it didn't ruin the movie, but it didn't in Stranger.
Yeah.
Let me put it this way: in Stranger Things, Hopper doesn't come along and defeat the big bad guy. It's 11 that defeats the big bad guy with the help of her friends. That's the whole purpose of this movie of these shows, is that it's the kids that do the thing.
Yeah.
And to have the other Ghostbusters to defeat the bad guy took a little bit away from them, because the whole point for me about that movie Afterlife was they should be passing the torch to the kids, and they didn't. They very much held on to the torch.
I agree with you. Well, I agree with you up to a point.
And for me, that's why it's third after the second movie.
I agree with you up to a point. I think that I don't agree with you the point about defeating Gozer. I think that should have come from the oldies because they were more experienced. But I think that after that, right, and it was the kind of Winston.
They could have helped. They didn't need to be the ones that defeated.
It should have been, but it should have been them that carried on. Showing them in the fire station. They've got experience now. Right, let's set up shop and we'll kind of train you and show you how to kind of,
Yeah, it should have been like that was your level 1 boss. Okay, we're going to help you get to the next level. Kind of like franchisee manager, like regional managers or whatever it is for the franchise. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's why I think it's kind of a missed opportunity with that one.
I think moving on, so the next movie will be the kids, though, more so than the.
But the reason why I didn't like the all female reboot is because it was just trying to be too clever with the jokes. Like it was just doing all these kind of like jokey. It was too improvised. That was a big problem, and that's a Paul Feig, whatever his name is. That's on him. It's like, just get someone to write a script for you, man. There's no shame
I liked it.
in writing.
I thought
Chris, a script written for you.
Chris Helmsworth was funny in it, I thought, as well.
He was very good, yeah.
Yeah, he's good at comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it, but out of the three,
the other thing as well is
probably lowest, or maybe two's my lowest actually.
I like Kate McKinnon on Saturday Night Live. I don't like Kate McKinnon on movies. I find she's too much, to quote a movie that she's in.
I think she's too aware that she's in a movie. Sometimes she's like, look at me, I'm in a film, almost.
Exactly.
A little bit, the way she acts. But I do like her. And like you said, I like that. Do you know what I like? I like the Saturday Night Live alien abduction sketch.
The alien abduction sketches are fantastic. Those are really
funny.
Good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And she jumps in.
But they work. They work so well on television. Can't imagine a movie with that character, and that's pretty much the character you kind of get with the Egon character that she has in there. I don't know, just.
Anyway, we've completely not talked about the fact that this is an animated movie.
Anyway, well, they're talking about a new animated movie plus details in the Afterlife sequel. So there is going to be an animated, because they've got this Ghost Core sub picture division thing of Sony. So they're basically gonna milk this thing to the death, because that's what they can do.
The thing that gets me excited about the fact it's Sony is Spider-Verse. If it's a similar team working on a Ghostbusters, is it not? That's the animation division, though.
Well, okay, yeah, but it's not. It's the animation division, but it's not. It's that's Lord and Miller, though. That's something completely different, though.
No, but that's not the animation. They were the directors on it. That's not the animation creative team.
Yeah, but they're the ones writing the script, though. They're the ones that are.
I know.
But things, so it's not.
I always deal in visuals. And if it looks half as good as Spider-Verse looked,
and I'm Story, and that's why we make a perfect team.
Then I'm in.
Yeah.
For me, if that's what makes me think.
But the whole multiverse aspect of the first Spider-Man movie and continuing it with the new one into the Spider-Verse, it was really well written. Like it wasn't just you introducing Miles Morales. It was you introducing Miles Morales and a whole bunch of different Spider-Men.
Yeah.
And it was really well done.
One of the best movies.
Easily one of the best Spider-Man. And also,
for years, easily one of the best. One of the best Spider-Man movies.
If you're looking for peak Spider-Man, honestly, you've got to look at the last 7-8 years or whatever it is, where we've got those three, the home trilogy of movies.
Yep.
Which is basically his origin story, which is kind of disappointing that he's probably not going to be Spider-Man anymore. But there you go.
Maybe.
You've got the animated version of Spider-Man with the Miles Morales universe, which is fantastic. Mm-hmm. You've also got Eddie in the Venom stuff as well,
and the games.
We're not going to mention Morbius, by the way.
See the games that Sony produced
and the games as well,
Spider-Man and Miles Morales. The stories for those, if you're just to watch that that's some of the best Spider-Man stuff as well. In those games. So to be a Spider-Man fan just now is just awesome.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of excited about an animated Ghostbusters movie actually.
Yeah. We'll see. Yeah. We'll see who they get. We'll see who they get to write it I think
Yeah,
is
well,
the big one.
yeah, yeah.
So we'll see. What else we got here? Yeah, this is a story I saw on Variety. So you've been watching? Have you been keeping up with the Staircase?
Finished it, completed
Finished it,
Mhm.
done it.
Mhm.
The last episode was a bit of a mop-up episode for me. The one
It was
before
probably
that
the
was really good.
weakest. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
it
probably
was.
the weakest. To be honest with you.
But yeah, the seventh episode, which is the one that preceded that one, that
Yeah,
was really that was
yeah,
my favorite
yeah,
episode.
it was. But
Um,
it's been great up to that point. Actually, the eighth episode was a bit of
yeah.
a kind of.
Although you kind of got to see, because there's a few times I've started to rewatch The Staircase on Netflix, the documentary, and you get to see a couple of bits where Michael's he's a bit of a dick.
Do you know? I remember watching that documentary though.
I'm not saying I'm not accusing him of murder. I'm just saying he's a bit of a dick.
Yeah, I remember watching the first episode and going, right, guilty,
Yeah,
or innocent. I can't remember which.
Mhm.
Right, and then the second episode, I was like,
The opposite of what
nah,
you
I
said.
think the opposite. He's totally innocent. And then the third one, oh, he's totally guilty.
Yeah.
Then the fourth one, you're like, nah, no. It was so well done in that sense.
I did like, so I mean it's a 15-year-old murder story, so I mean it's the information's out there. I'm not going to say spoilers, but spoilers. I what I liked about episode 8 was they went, so he didn't do it.
But does he not do that at the end of the documentary as well? Is it not a kind of
that's the thing. He just goes, or maybe
there's something to make you go, wait a minute.
Like, because in the documentary, he says Kathleen never knew, and at that point I was like,
him being gay.
Yeah, because at that point in the because up until that point I was like, I don't think he did it. But up until that point, he'd maintained that Kathleen knew, and I'm pretty sure he said it. He says he didn't say it, but I'm pretty sure he did say it. But anyway, whatever it is, at that point he said Kathleen never knew, and I was like, oh.
But then that was one of the setups when she looked. She's like, "Can I use your email account?"
Yeah, exactly,
and then he's like, "Just wait, let's erase my history."
Closing browser windows and everything.
God's sake, man! What a honestly, the debauchery.
I know.
Oh God, it's shocking, isn't it?
But they were both great in it. Tony
brilliant.
Collette and some guy from England, Colin Firth.
Do you know?
Really
Colin
good.
Firth, you forget how good he is, really, don't you?
You do.
Especially when you see him doing something that's a little bit different to the kind of norm. Kind of stiff.
Bridget Jones's Diary type stuff, yeah.
Stiff upper lip Englishman. Yeah. Same as Hugh Laurie, bloody Hugh Grant. When you see him do something out of character, like The Gentleman or something like that.
Yeah, not a good example, but I yeah.
No, I don't think that's him.
No,
but he plays a kind of Cockney and stuff like that.
That's a Guy Ritchie movie that was described to Guy Ritchie by a guy who'd never seen a Guy Ritchie movie.
Oh man, there's so much. What do you call it? Exposition in that
movie.
It's not funny.
There's so much of it. You should have the title character should have been called Basil Exposition.
So what happened here was this guy came in. Oh, bloody hell, man!
That's the name of the character from Austin Powers.
Yes. That's why he's called that, though.
Exactly. That's why he's called Basil Exposition.
Aye.
Hello, Basil.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there's a bit of debacle just now because apparently there was some money exchanged, and Jean-Javier Lestrade, he got money or something from this other guy, but he didn't. There's a whole big thing anyway about this, and now there's a big stink about should we fictionalize things like this. This is the big question that people have got, and I'm like, well, I mean, do you know what? The world did not ask for a fictionalized documentary of the Staircase. We got it, and I enjoyed it.
Is this not just the world we live in these days, where everybody's criticising everything about everything?
Yeah, which
we've
leads us on to something else.
Yeah, because we've had stories like this for years, and now people are just offended about everything.
But remember the Profumo affair.
Easy for
It's
you to
not.
say.
I wish it was. I'm breaking these in for a friend. With Christine Keeler.
Mhm.
Scandal. It's called.
Yeah,
They made a
it
movie
was,
of it.
mhm.
So I mean, it's one of these. It's a story that people that you can make a movie out of, or a documentary series, or whatever it is, and it's interesting. I mean, there's a movie about Waco, which is pretty good. Michael Shannon's in it. He plays the FBI guy.
Mhm. I could understand an argument for this if it hadn't went to, or if it was in the middle of a trial, and they'd made and put out a documentary or a drama about it, and it hadn't come to any conclusion.
Yeah, and it was called Innocence.
Fair enough, right?
Yeah.
You've got a point, but it's been to court. It's got a conclusion.
Yeah,
there's a wee wry smile at the end.
There is.
Come on, man. Stop just complaining about stuff. Jeez.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I mean, it is him complaining about the thing. Where's the other one? Where is that?
The billboard.
I don't know where the billboard is. One second. Let me stop sharing here. Oh, it's in Star Wars. That's why. Ha! I knew I saw it.
Star Wars.
Nothing but Star Wars.
We'll probably get a straight.
So, from Bill Murray.
Hi.
So,
right. That's bugged me.
So first of all, there's just to set the scene. There's a 3D billboard, and they've used this for a lot of things.
Boba Fett.
And Boba Fett.
Book of
Boba Fett.
The previous Star Wars thing,
and they've used it a few times. Anyway, it's a wraparound billboard that's in Times Square, I think. And so they get Darth Vader, and he's doing this wee kind of thing with his lightsaber, where he's kind of like touching the edge of it, and it says "Coming soon, Disney Plus, Obi Wan Kenobi."
Yeah, there's one of it.
And apparently,
you got a wee video of it.
One done about. Actually, I wonder if I do. Let me stop sharing here,
because it's quite impressive the way they've obviously done some sort of wraparound sort of technology where it makes it look as if it's more in depth than it is.
Yeah.
On a billboard. Some sort of.
I should have done this before, but anyway.
Do you know what it's like? It's like when you see those guys do the kind of forced perspectives on the pavement.
Great. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's exactly
like that effect.
So here comes
from a certain point of view.
And he has the thing with his lightsaber, and he drags it across there. It looks great.
Yeah, looks amazing.
And he's looking down the street.
By the way, how good is this version of Darth Vader we're getting?
Oh, I know.
So good. Every time he's on screen, I'm like, whoa. Yeah, that's cool. Cool.
So that's
this. Yeah. So the story is, people are complaining about this.
So it says
people get nothing better to do these days.
Disney shared a video of the 3D billboard on Twitter. See above. It was on Twitter. The billboard in Times Square, New York, features a 3D version of the masked villain as he parades around the edge, laughing and joking around the edge of the ship, and looks out over the square in a menacing manner. We love the format of the 3D billboard, but we can't help but feel there were other aspects of the series that would have looked more effective. Like what?
Well, why don't the people that have suggested that, right, get off their arses, learn the software, create it, speak to the people at the billboard, get the license to it, all the things that
The article goes on. While we understand it's meant to look like Vader drags his lightsaber across the edge of the building, it just feels a little underwhelming when you think about how action-packed the Star Wars franchise is. Perhaps we could have seen Darth Vader at least do one dramatic lightsaber trick that pops out of the screen. Sorry, Disney, but the ad hardly compares to the likes of Tokyo's 3D Cat billboard we saw last July.
Wow.
Go learn Blender.
Is it like I'd love to know if these are actual Star Wars fans or just guys that are keyboard
These
warriors.
these are
You know,
people who complain about everything. Do you know how much time and effort goes into making something?
I
Even
know.
this little crappy little podcast that we spend an hour on a Sunday doing, there's
Yeah,
production before and after this. It's not just the
yeah,
hour that you see is in front of the
yeah.
year. There's
I,
other things that go on.
yeah. I don't just turn up here, and let Sloan do all the work.
Exactly. Wait. But
Wait,
that's the
what?
thing is people don't see that. They just see the 15 minutes and they go, oh, it's boring.
Yeah.
They don't understand the fact that 15 minutes of content takes 3 months to produce.
Every single word of this is scripted by Sloan.
And Jody gets it 10 minutes before he goes on.
And I don't read it.
Cold read.
Yeah.
Read. Man, is it just
No, but it's like, my God, see back in the day. See when we were
During the war,
when we were young.
when we were young,
We
I'll
used
tell
to
you.
dream about a billboard that was 3D up in the sky. We used to dream about having a TV series of Star Wars
Would you like to see?
every
Would you like to
Wednesday.
see what they're complaining about and what they're comparing it to? Is this cat
God.
billboard here?
Oh yeah, okay,
Okay,
great, yeah.
fantastic. There you go.
Yeah. I'd love to see a cat with a lightsaber. Yeah,
Let me
okay.
see. Cat billboard Tokyo. There you go. Cat billboard in Tokyo. Here we go. Big giant. There you go. Big giant. There you go.
Mhm.
This is what they're. This is what they think's better. CGI cat.
I tell you, do you know the difference there is to make it look 3D because they've got a bit of a structure. So
Yeah.
the ears are going beyond the structure of the thing.
Yeah, that does
They're
help.
curved. It's like we're talking about Ghostbusters, and they did that with the female Ghostbusters
Jumping
movie.
out the frame.
They kind of
Yeah, it was outside the frame.
shot
It
them
was
into the frame, so
yeah.
so
There was black bars top and bottom when you saw it in the cinema,
that,
and you're like, oh, that's kind of weird. But the reason why they did it is because they were actually projecting the proton
aye.
streams
So it actually looked
above
as
it,
if it was coming
outside the frame,
out.
and it looked amazing because, of course, at that point it lights the tiles
Aye.
in the theater, and you go, oh, because it looks like a bigger effect. It's like, I mean, it's the same thing as the those Philips Hue televisions they've got, where they've got the lights behind them. It just kind of makes it feel as if it's a bigger landscape than you're dealing with.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
no, man. For me, the effect there is for Vader is the lightsaber touching the sides.
Yeah.
For me,
what would have been a nice touch if he'd gone like that and the star had gone and
I just think
completely separate to that.
See if I was part of the team making that that visualization up. I don't know if it's all computer or if it's an actor or what. It's been filmed and done something to.
It's probably all CGI.
Yeah, but if I was part of the team, I'd be laughing my socks off at comments like that.
I know.
Honestly,
people don't realize, how long it takes to actually generate things. I think the worst thing is that article takes like 2 minutes to read. It probably took them about a half an hour to write, then another 20 minutes to edit, and then they sent it to an editor, and then the editor went, oh, can you change this? Can you move this down here? They took it back. They did some rework on it. So all in all, that article probably took about 2 hours to write. And it took me 2 minutes to read it.
And it took probably they probably laughed at that comment for about 2 days.
Probably.
Because I would have, if I'd made that and been really chuffed with myself and thinking, I just think sometimes Star Wars fans don't know how good they've got it these days.
I mean, I think that who's it that wrote this? It was Amelia Barnesy. She's probably not a Star Wars. She's probably just like an advertising type person. I don't know what the advertising things they do, but she does them, and she's reporting on them. In fact, her other articles, what she got? So long, Apple Lightning Charger. I really want this custom Ms. Marvel Xbox. Spot the hidden tag on this clever optical illusion. Seriously, your iPhone is now a webcam. Bob Ross is still a thing, and I'm super happy it exists. New AirPods ad is glorious nod to famous Knots campaign. So yeah, I mean, she's an advertising reporter, so she's just doing advertising. So clearly, she's not happy about the billboard. Probably thinks it's generic and it's been done before, which is.
Well, it has. It's not their technology, but
yeah,
it's great. I love it.
It's good fun.
I'm going to the toilet.
Anyway. All right. Well, I'll leave the gifts till later on.
2 seconds. Okay.
Do you want to see Starfield gameplay?
Yes. Bethesda.
Yes. So there was a Xbox thing that happened recently. So this is them in Crete, not to be confused with the country / island of Crete, but so this is the big spaceship coming in. Getting No Man's. Ooh, that's Interstellar.
That's cool.
That shot. So it's coming into land, and then it goes inside as a wee robot comes out, and then you come out. Then you do a wee wander about. You find a wee crab thing, and you get to shoot it.
I like this. Off. I always thought, see the No Man's Sky thing you just mentioned there. I like that idea. We've got it actually, and it's a good game, but the color and stuff, it just look. Oh, do you know it's infinite because it's
space.
Yeah, was that? But it's randomly created as well.
Yeah, it's procedurally generated. Yeah, yeah.
Whereas I don't think this is.
No, I think this is all.
So this is proper worlds that you can, there's bits of it I thought it's a great concept, but I think this is going to be good, man.
Yeah.
This is like going to be like Elder Scrolls in space, isn't it?
So it's got the lockpicky thing there. Yeah, it's kind of Elder Scrolls Fallout type thing.
Yeah.
I'm
looking forward to this.
Here.
So you'll be getting that on your Xbox for
free.
Nothing.
For nothing. Hee-haw McGraw. Actually, there's this game, and then there's the other game which I'm looking forward to.
So
So anyways, you went
incentive
to
actually to get an Xbox
it really is
digital.
a ton of stuff with William Shakespeare there.
Oh look.
So yes, there's a few bits and pieces here. It goes into the sort of UI part of it, and then there's the ship, and then there's like space combat and stuff. So yeah, there's a ton of stuff out there. There's a whole bunch of videos.
Yeah, man.
Also, part of that was
it's been delayed though. It's been delayed.
It has been delayed, yeah, 2023. So this one came out as well, which is let me just skip to the good part. So this is the Necromancer, is part which is going to be part of Diablo 4 coming next year.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm assuming will also be free on Xbox.
I'll tell you what game looks good as well, just while we're talking about games. The Quarry. Have you heard about this?
No.
It's like a kind of a story-driven game. I think it's kind of the same people that did Heavy Rain. I think it's...
Okay.
I think, not 100% sure, but it's that type of thing. It's like a kind of point and click almost, you make a decision.
Oh, right, okay. Jason, that kind of thing.
Type game,
Jason?
Jason?
Yeah, Jason. Is it Heavy Rain?
Well, the people that did Heavy Rain also did Detroit, though, didn't they?
I think so. Yeah,
Detroit was great, and I'm not sure if the Quarry's done by the same people, but anyway.
So basically, you run through, you run through the here, and you just press X to say Jason.
All right, okay.
Right. So it's just you going, Jason.
That's like a Impractical Jokers episode.
Yeah.
Is it Eddie? I can't remember.
Anyway, so there's a data format you may or may not have heard of, which is JSON, which is JavaScript Object Notation, which is JSON for short. Right. So anytime someone mentions a JSON file at work, someone will inevitably say JSON.
Right, okay.
And that's where that's from.
I didn't know that's where that's from. Heavy Rain. It looks like a shopping mall, but
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what you shout for Jason.
Yeah, murder at the start.
Yeah, I think Jason gets killed pretty early. Yeah. Spoilers.
We're pretty far into Detroit, actually. That's good.
Shall we move to the next section?
Do it.
So, what you watching?
Well, we had a bit of a Friday night. We had a bit of a kind of. I was out actually, and I got home about 9, and the kids were all here and stuff. So we had a wee night, kind of, So Friday night was not a movie night. So Saturday night was movie night, and we decided to watch Top Gun. I'd never seen it before. Danny had never seen it. Evan had seen it.
Did you take a highway to the danger zone?
No, we didn't, because I thought it was absolute rubbish.
Did you not? I thought. Do you know what I think your favourite scene was? Volleyball scene.
Do you know? We got halfway through it, and Danny was like, "What?" Oh, he almost kind of was reading my mind. What I was thinking, he was like, "Where does this go? What is the story? What is?" It was like a montage of just stuff. It's like almost like a
recruitment video.
Well, like a music video, right?
Oh, okay. Is it Tony Scott that directed it?
Tony Scott, aye.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. But the male kind of bonding stuff, I kept thinking they're going to start kissing each other at one point, or at several points.
There is a theory about Top Gear, and Top Gear. The Top Gun theory is that he's basically choosing between. He's making a life choice between homosexuality and heterosexuality. So Kelly McGillis is the
but that's just a thing, internet thing, isn't it?
But some of these things are.
I just thought we got halfway through it, and I was like,
I think it was Family Guy I got that from, actually.
Aye, probably. Well, there you go. But anyway, so we ditched that because I'm looking forward to the new one, but
You
now
want
I'm
to blame
not.
anyone, blame them.
Now I'm not.
I don't.
Although James says the new one's amazing, and I've heard loads of folks saying how good it is,
I'm still not going to go and watch it. Do you know what? I haven't seen the first one. I'm getting no intention to watch it.
Why did we not go and see the first one? Because it seemed to tick the boxes. It had a great soundtrack.
It had 2 songs.
No, it Highway to the Danger Zone and the
Take My
Harold
Breath Away.
Faltermeyer one. That as well, I think.
What was the Harold Faltermeyer one? Did he do the music for it?
Yeah. See the instrument, Take My Breath Away. It's an instrumental in the film.
Is it?
Or well, as far as I got in the film, anyway.
Spoilers.
And it sounds like Harold Faltermeyer wrote that. It sounds like his music. Aye.
Wonder if it is.
And it's good. I know it's Berlin that sung it, but it sounds like they're singing his tune. Could be wrong.
It is written by Giorgio Moroder and Tom Whitlock.
Wow, was it?
Yeah.
Even better. Wow, what a legend. Don't know who Tom Whitlock is, but I know who Giorgio Moroder is.
He's the lyricist.
Wow. Right.
Father of disco. There you go.
Wow, I did not know he wrote that.
Born in Munich.
Legitimate legend. Yeah. So why did we never go and see that? Definitely ticks the boxes. And it was a blockbuster and all that jazz.
That's Chicago, Judy.
So it was 1986.
What were we doing?
Anyway,
in 1986?
So we've been watching World War II movies. So we ended up watching Midway, right? Directed by our friend Roland Emmerich. Moonfall.
Anyone? Oh yeah, that's one of my favourites. Moonfall.
Moonfall. Anyone?
See the bit where they do the gravity thing?
Brilliant. And I tell you what, Midway is a blast.
We were watching in 1986. Sorry to interrupt. In 1986, we were watching Big Trouble in Little China and The Fly.
Well, they're great films.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Sorry, Midway.
Midway is a blast.
Is it?
Absolutely brilliant.
Huh.
Aye, from start to finish, absolutely brilliant. And it was out like maybe 4 years ago or something. I totally ignored it. I never,
Is it about the Battle of Midway? Oh, it is about the Battle of Midway.
It is. It starts off Pearl Harbor and how the Americans get into the war, and then how they attack Japan after not the Hiroshima, but the Midway. And that's brilliant.
Pat Wilson's in it.
Aye, it's cracking.
Woody Harrelson's in it. Luke Evans.
Yep.
Dennis Quaid, a long-term
collaborator.
That's
true. Yeah.
Aaron Eckhart's in it.
Patrick
Nick Jonas. That's right. Yeah,
Patrick Thingy's in it.
Pat Wilson.
Patrick Wilson. Aye.
Yep, friend of the show.
Too familiar.
It's
great.
A good few people there.
Cracking. We have been watching. Well, we finished The Staircase, obviously. Started watching The Boys. I can't say anything, obviously. I think we're 3 episodes in now.
The Boys has happened at a time that's not convenient for me.
Right. Okay. Would you be watching that one, Marie?
Yes, but the other thing as well, there's too many bloody things on.
Yeah, I know.
That's the other thing.
Yeah, we started watching it, man. Jesus. It's crazy.
The boys are back in town then, huh?
Oh, man, it's crazy. Honestly, you'll be like, wow. It's bonkers. What else we watched? We watched kind of some My Player things. I've finished Raised by Wolves as well.
Oh,
finally finished Raised by Wolves.
Nice.
So I can talk about it now. That's a great show. That's probably one of the best sci-fi shows I've watched. Not maybe this season, but I'm good. The first one to me was the first season to me was like a total breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
Whereas I think the second season's playing it safe a little bit more.
It's falling more into that kind of traditional sci-fi thing.
Yeah.
But it feels like it's going to do that Foundation is great sci-fi for me because I love that kind of multi-generational. How much does this stuff cost? Type sci-fi. And Foundation ticks a lot of my boxes, and it's the same thing for Raised by Wolves. Is like they spend billions and billions of dollars on all this stuff, and you're going like, why didn't you just put down the guns? Would that not have been cheaper? Like, it's just this madness that is humanity. Is like we'll just pour money at stuff, which isn't really the problem.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I liked it.
I mean, it's more pedestrian than the first season, certainly, but I still think it's head and shoulders above any sci-fi. I know Foundation is obviously up there as well, but it's head and shoulders above any sci-fi that I've watched in recent times on the TV. Yeah. You know, I know
it's very highbrow as well. I think.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of
mystery.
Mystique, not mystique. That's not the word I'm looking for. Like there's big giant themes in there about theological themes and the meaning of life and religion and a whole bunch of other things that are in there as well, the humanists and all that kind of stuff. So,
but it's loosely based on a chapter in the Bible, isn't it? Is it not?
I don't know.
I think it is. It's loosely based, or the first season certainly was loosely based on something from the Bible.
Okay.
So there's religious stuff in there, and I love that kind of stuff. I love religious.
I love the whole things like the him becoming the Messiah and all that kind of stuff. It's just the atheist becoming the Messiah is just there's a great thing about it.
That last scene when he's hovering upside down above.
Yes, above the other guy. See, now here's the thing: is I think this is where I think the series is going. I think humanity just bounces between these two planets. That's what I think. It just bounces between Earth and whatever this other planet is, Kepler 226.
I don't know if we'll ever know that, though.
No, I know, but that's what I think is it's happening. Is it's just that we screw this planet up and then we go there because there's a whole bunch of stuff that doesn't make sense if humanity's never been here before.
I wonder if the third season will maybe go back to why they had to leave, and sort of send these robots out.
Oh,
maybe,
right, do a
maybe
they're type thing.
Yeah, and maybe they're not the only robots that they sent out to bring up children, across planets that were habitable and stuff.
The so-called Goldilocks planets.
Yeah. It's great. I just love it. It took me a while to finish it, but I did love it because I was trying to watch it when I could.
It's a bit where a grandmother dupes her into wearing the veil.
Yeah, and it engulfs her completely.
Craziness.
I love the fact that it totally does curveballs like that though as well. You're like, okay, she's wearing the veil. What's this actually going to do? And it kind of
like just
basically suffocates her.
Puts her into a sack, basically. I really like the character of Mother. Like Mother and Father are my two favourite characters.
But the grandmother character, is she more powerful then? Or she
I think she's like
more.
Yeah, she knows more about that.
They were looking at her kind of DNA, but her kind of broken up
programming and algorithms, and stuff. Because she was programmed in Mithraic traditions and like there was a whole bunch of other things that were about that because those two are Mithraic because the robot people are created by the Mithraics because the atheists, they didn't have any technology. They were completely anti-technology, whereas the Mithraics were all head over heels with the technology.
Yeah.
So all these robots are all coded by them.
Yeah, but I love how
we still don't know about holes.
No, I know, but see, for me as well, the world building aspect of it, the attention to detail is just phenomenal.
It's great.
The acid sea and these things coming out.
Oh, those
when the baby was born,
lizard things. Yeah,
the baby was born and she down at the rocks, and then that
thing just came and
came out and just put it in its rib cage and away. I was like, That's brilliant.
Yeah.
You
It's
know, the
so
imagery
good.
and stuff like that. It's just phenomenal. Love it. God, love it.
Yeah, there's a lot of very happy concept artists, I think, working on that.
Oh God, aye. Let's do this. You know,
Yeah.
wow.
What if?
I mean, the first season, the whole what do you call her when she does that?
Oh,
When
Mother,
she's
when she goes into the Sentinel
aye,
mode.
the Sentinel.
Yeah.
Aye, when she does that,
Yeah.
all that stuff, the concept, just fantastic.
I mean,
Love it.
that stuff's like, I mean, it's lifted almost from Metropolis, the sort of look of
Mhm.
Mother when she goes into Sentinel mode, but it's still great. It's the nice kind of little kind of
Aye.
nod and a wink to those of you who watched those movies. So,
Yeah. So it's brilliant. Great time.
Did you catch Obi Wan?
No, I never saw it.
Right, fair enough.
Of course I did. Yeah, I did have a few issues with Obi Wan. I suppose we should really talk about it when we talk about it Thursday. But I think I overall enjoyed the episode actually.
So what was your problem? What was your issue? What was your problem?
I think my issue was the interrogation scene with Leia. I thought
Bit much, or
I just
let's
think it was
interrogate
handled.
a small
I
child?
just think it was handled really badly, and I thought at one point this is probably the worst scene I've ever seen of any Marvel or Star Wars thing.
Oh, you watched Miss Marvel?
Didn't work for me. I'll watch Miss Marvel.
We can talk about
It didn't work for me, and the hiding Leia under the coat thing was just
terrible.
ridiculous, utterly ridiculous.
Yeah,
That was up there with Mary Poppins, Princess Leia for me.
That was that was up there with Stewie and his friends wearing a coat to get on a roller coaster.
Yeah. Do you know? I just kind of wonder to myself. There's so many people involved in that show, right? How are scenes like that and the forest chase scene allowed to happen?
But okay, so going back to the Leia thing about the hiding him under his coat, which
Aye, that's what I
he
mean.
somehow got a coat from somewhere, but whatever. Okay,
No,
let's forget about where he got the coat from. Could they not have used one of those ubiquitous packing crates that they've got all over the place? Like, could it just put 3 or 4 of them there and going, how do we get her out? It's like, oh, put her in there, and then just wheel her out in a cart like every other Star Wars.
Aye,
Like,
I mean, I just think it was so badly done. That whole I mean, there's some great bits in that episode, but it just get ruined for me by those stupid bits. You know,
it's people not thinking things through. That's what it is. So I'll just put her under the coat.
there's the whole recon thing as well that we kind of spoke about, because the whole thing is that that Leia in A New Hope says, "You knew my father from the Clone Wars," or something like that. She doesn't say, "Oh, you rescued me twice."
Yeah,
now.
retcon,
Twice, by the way,
from an Imperial base. Yeah,
surely she would remember that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, oh God. Okay.
Unless he wipes her memory after this, that would be the best thing.
Well, Men in Black style.
Yeah, the old neuralizer thing.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But things like that kind of bug me. But overall, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And
The bit where Vader
Obi-Wan stuff
walks in,
man, when he walks in.
monumentally upset with her.
Oh, by
just
the way,
so good. Just that kind of.
By the way, see when that's some of the best Vader we've seen for
I know
ever.
It's great.
Forever.
Like
he's
really
not even in the room, and he's like that.
But the thing is that so people are saying, "Oh, we need a Vader series." No, we don't. Please don't. Please, I'm telling you right now, Disney, do not do a Vader miniseries. I don't want to see a Vader miniseries because I don't want to sympathize with this character. He's not good.
No,
he is evil.
Mm-hmm.
He chokes a guy out because he doesn't get the right result across subspace communication.
But
that's how powerful he is.
And the previous episode showed that they're like, right, okay, oh, you loved Vader, you like to dress up as him, right? This is really him. He's like breaking kids' necks in villages, randomly. He's using the force to drag a female behind him.
Out, Dad, and he snaps the kid's neck.
Yeah.
for shouting out dad.
And I tell you what, Deborah Chow, great for doing
Oh, yeah.
that, but the other stuff, I don't know what she's thinking.
Yeah, but she's direct. Well, yeah, I guess maybe as a director, you've got the ability to turn around and say, no, let's put her in the crate. Like the crate thing would have made more sense.
Mm-hmm. It's dumb stuff like that bugs me.
I watched Ms. Marvel.
So did
I. I really liked Ms. Marvel. I was kind of. I saw the trailer for it, and I was quite intrigued with how they were going with it. One of my favorite things that they did in the whole episode was the text messages that they were sending, and it was in the environment. I really liked that. I thought that was a nice touch because it's this whole like they're now part of it's now part of the thing. So yeah, I really liked it. I thought the characters were really good. I loved the family dynamic.
Me too.
The brother, he's like this kind of like geezer type guy. The dad's the typical I want to watch my TV type dad, and the mum's fretting, doing all that kind of stuff. But I think she knows more than she's letting on, the mum. In fact, I think the whole family know things.
Well, the spoilers, but
yeah. I mean,
the whole Bangle thing came from the family, so
yeah, exactly, yeah,
and that's where the powers came from. So
yeah, and she says something along the lines of running off for damn fool ideas or whatever it is, something along those lines, and that was kind of similar to that kind of give you an idea that there was something that they know, but the family knows more about it. But yeah, I loved it. It was great. I loved the Ms. Marvel costume or Captain Marvel costume. I thought it was fantastic.
Oh, do you know what I loved as well? See the kind of her plan of how it was going to go down.
Yes.
The animatics and things like that of it, and then how it actually went down.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Brilliant.
And even our little podcast, which is kind of like ours, 2 views.
Yeah.
I love that as well. I know exactly. Yeah, we wouldn't be doing it if we didn't. So
no, listen, it's charming. It's
charming.
First episode's brilliant. Yeah. Hopefully, please
don't suck. Please don't hide your friend under a great coat.
Please be good. Exactly.
So yeah, I watched that. Really enjoyed it. The Obi Wan episode. Yeah, I didn't like the coat thing either, and there was something else that happened as well. Yeah, the whole diving into the how long was he swimming for?
I actually quite liked that bit.
Yeah, but where did she dump him off?
Right in the middle of well, I don't know. It's just a water planet, so
yeah, exactly.
Anywhere. Yeah. Well, known Star Wars probably about 5 miles away.
Well, exactly, yeah.
That's what they like to do, don't they?
And then just swim the 5 miles underwater and then hope that little respirator thing will keep working.
The snow speeder bit annoyed me a wee bit as well.
Because he used speeders.
2 of them are like, what? And then there's the one I, they came from nowhere. I know they said that it wasn't guarded because nobody would be stupid enough to attack. But it was like
that.
Really?
That's what bugged me, and they kind of explained it by Rariva saying that, I planted a bug on them, and
I think
but there was a whole bunch of like TIE fighters, and they didn't launch them. They didn't launch them.
But just let them go away.
We just let them fly off.
Mm-hmm.
Like even if that was your plan, would you not have some subordinate, some general or something going like, release the TIE fighters and send them off?
Yeah, it's like I know that
you have to like bring them back or something.
I know you don't think we'll get attacked because nobody was so stupid, but what if somebody was that stupid? We need to have some sort of ongoing plan here.
Yeah, so I didn't like that, and I still don't understand it. Like, surely they would have done that and then done like a half-hearted TIE fighter attack, like skiff the hull or something, or like just do something like that, and then go like, they let us escape. Like that's the whole thing. But
I actually think they did it through lazy script writing.
That's exactly what it is. It's lazy script
You
writing.
know,
That's
that's
it.
what I think.
Yep,
Um,
that is it exactly. I watched a couple of episodes of this Broken documentary on Netflix, which is the first one is terrifying. The second one was like, oh, okay, whatever.
Broken. What's that?
It's how we have disposable things now.
Mm-hmm.
We don't buy things that last.
Mm-hmm.
So the one that they focused in on the one episode was IKEA furniture. So we used to buy expensive furniture
Mm-hmm.
that you put on the floor and it sat there and didn't fall on top of people and kill them. And now we have IKEA furniture that falls over and kills toddlers.
Really?
Yeah. There's like we've got Malm MALM book dressers.
Yeah.
And these things apparently just fall over
Right.
at a high rate of knots. Like because you're supposed
they
to
give
have
you those wee hooks, don't they?
Well, the anchor thing, yeah, that's so.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing that the consumer advice people are going like. That's not sufficient. You need to build the dresser so it doesn't fall over. Like that's not the solution. The solution is not. The solution is not to drill a hole in your wall. The solution is to build a better dresser.
Yeah.
Because the onus shouldn't be on the consumer to have that. It should be on the manufacturer of that.
Yeah.
And so, like we've got a dresser upstairs, and it's made of solid pine. Like we have a dresser and it's made of solid pine. I swear, like there's a nuclear strike could hit this thing and it would still be solid. It's built to last. This thing.
That fell on top of me when I stayed over at yours.
The pine one.
Yeah, it fell on top. I put it back.
Didn't.
Yeah. Oh no! Wait a minute! I fell on top of it.
You fell on top of it. That's more likely. Yeah. And the other one was about plastic. Oh, but yeah. Sorry, the other one, the IKEA furniture one is where they were getting the wood from, and apparently it's like national forests in Romania is one of the places they get it from. So there's all these loggers going into national forests in Romania and cutting down trees, and they're like the government are obviously trying to clamp down on it, but yeah, illegal logging is still a thing.
Well, we did a problem with we bought a kind of modern grandfather clock type thing, right? Big face clock, that right?
Like that one,
but it had a frame on it, and then it had legs, and it had shelves in it. Right?
Yeah,
and it
was used to have at the front door.
Yeah, you remember it, right?
Yeah.
At the hall, and Danny decided that was a ladder. And I did actually put the hook in. not I'm a DIY expert, right?
Little
right.
pin tack.
If I build garden furniture, do not sit on it, right?
Okay.
Do not use it. But so anyway, I'd done this, and the weight he was. I mean, he was only about 2 or 3 at the time, but it was enough weight for him to climb up on that, and it went. And pulled the roll plug out.
Oh my god!
Aye. Mm-hmm. But you could argue it was me. I didn't do it right. But
yeah, but that's the thing is that like it's like.
But still, you're right. It's like that program's right. Design it properly. And,
like okay. Here's an example. The British plug, the standard British plug. The middle pin is longer. Because it makes contact with the ground faster. So when you insert it, it makes contact with the ground. So it immediately grounds itself before the live and neutral pins go in.
Plus it opens up.
The 2 drawers underneath it, right?
They're closed for safety reasons.
You've now touched the ground. So your thing is now grounded.
Mm-hmm.
So if anything happens, it immediately goes to ground. So that's the first safety thing. Second safety thing is it's got the little black parts, plastic parts, so that if you do get your little fingers in there, you're not touching live things, you're touching plastic. Mm-hmm. It's got a fuse on it, which is something, well, it's more to do with the circuitry that Britain uses, but all of these things are now there, and it's molded as well into the thing.
By the way, you talk to an American about their plugs, and then our plugs are like, why are these plugs so damn big? Look at our little dinky plugs. Perfect, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a reason why the British plugs are big is because they actually work and stay in the
And
socket.
they're safe.
The North American sockets are woefully inadequate for the purposes.
Antiquated, I think
Yeah.
they look, you know.
Yeah.
Same as European plugs as well.
I mean,
But anyway,
it's essentially 2 bits of metal. That's
sorry
essentially
guys.
what they do.
Sorry guys.
I use them all
talk.
the time.
Plug talk.
There is a difference though. There's the
Sloan's still
British
going.
use ring
Sloan's still
mains or
going.
whatever it is.
Sloan's
Anyway,
still going. He's still going.
anyway, it doesn't matter. But we don't need a fuse on there because of the way that we do the electronics.
It's still going.
The electricity here.
What's that?
Anyhow, so the other one was about plastics, and it was all about plastic waste.
I thought there'd be one about light bulbs because sure, there's the light bulbs should last forever. There's a light bulb in America and a fire station.
Yeah, and they've never changed it.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, they only had to change out the filament 14 times and the glass 22 times. But it's the same bulb.
Much like the brush they've got in that place.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Not true. No, it's been lit for.
It's been lit for a lot. It's lit.
They didn't switch it off.
That's true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is the Smiths wrote a song about it.
There's a light that never go out.
Is it?
I don't think it's about that, but
isn't it? All right. So the other one was about plastic, and it was interesting as well. Very similar to everything else you've heard about plastic. Anyway, it's a good documentary. I also watched Keep Sweet, Pray and Obey.
We've started watching that.
Which is about the fundamental Church of Jesus Christ and the Latter-day Saints, or FLDS for short. Yeah. Grim. Once again, thanks Netflix for giving me a grim documentary. It's 4 episodes. Thankfully, 4 episodes. There's no real
Did you watch
end
it all?
to it. Yeah, there's no real end to it, which is the end for me was not very satisfying. I mean, you know, you can look it up.
We've not watched it all.
I'm not going to spoil it for you, but
we got the gist from the first episode, right enough, I have to say.
Yeah, they could probably done it in 3 episodes.
You know,
didn't probably have to be 4.
One guy, massive ego, 86 years old, 32 wives, or something like that.
Replaced by a guy who gets 74 wives.
A queue of wives at bedtime to say goodnight to him. Some of which was more than just good night.
That's right. 3 o'clock in the morning, the time you finished.
No wonder you bloody stroke. You know what I mean?
I know. Anyway, fascinating documentary. How the other half lived. I know, yeah. And then
it's amazing how complicit the women are, though, in it. But
they've been brought up in that. That's how their society runs. Like they said that they were FLDS before they were Americans. Mm-hmm. Like they didn't realize that women weren't chattel.
Yeah.
I know it sounds alien and foreign to us because we were brought up thinking the exact opposite of what they were, but their belief system was you're not going to get a good place in heaven if you have one wife. You need to have many wives to get a good place in heaven, and the more wives you have, the more likely you are to be it's like what? But yeah, that's their belief. So we watched Pixels for our Friday night movie.
Love it.
I don't know what it is about that movie. Do you know what it is? I'm not an Adam Sandler fan, but I really love Josh.
Feels if you watch his movies all the time.
I really Sam keeps botching them.
You need to tell her.
She's a big Adam Sandler fan. Josh Gad in that movie is hilarious. I think
so is Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage is really good in it as
He's
well.
awesome in it.
Yeah. Adam Sandler, not so much.
Listen, Pixels has been heavy rotation in our house.
Oh yeah, it's heavy in this one as well.
Yeah.
I remember watching the movie. I got it free when I bought a Sony phone. I think every time I watch this movie, I tell the story, but I never watched it, and I was getting rid of the phone. I thought, I should probably watch that movie. And I went, I don't like this movie. This is terrible.
Well, do you know? I think if you watch a movie enough, you get brainwashed, and you start to enjoy it.
So you're gonna give Top Gun another go?
No.
Okay. I watched Interceptor.
Oh God! Right. Okay. I've not.
It's
Is it? Is
terrible.
it Chris? Is it Chris Hemsworth in it?
So Chris Hemsworth is in it,
Uh-huh.
but he's not in it. In it,
No, I didn't
he's a
think so.
cameo. So it's his wife, Elsa Pataki.
Because it's kind
who's
of
in it.
billed as if it's him, though.
Yeah, so he produced it and got his wife to star in it. I think it's like a vehicle for her to like show her chops and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen her working before. She's a much better actress than this. I don't know what the hell is wrong with this thing.
I'm not sure who she is actually.
She plays Dom's love interest when Michelle Rodriguez said she wasn't doing any more Fast and Furious movies.
Okay,
And then she came back.
I don't know then.
And then they killed her off. Spoilers. Anyway, she played a Brazilian special agent in Fast and Furious. She came in Fast and Furious 5, I think it was. Anyway, doesn't matter. She plays this army captain who has worked on a mobile missile rig that intercepts, hence the title, nuclear missiles from Russia. So we're at war with Russia again. So basically, a whole bunch of terrorists have stolen a whole bunch of Russian weapons and they're pointing at America, and then they fire the missiles, and it's up to her to get that. But the base has been infiltrated by baddies, and hilarity ensues. It's very, very formulaic. It's like again, it's one of those movies where it's like somebody's described the plot of another movie to someone else and have hastily written it down as they were running out the door. Yeah, I've got it. Eggs, butter, got it. You come back with a Joe Dirt DVD.
And some cornflakes.
And cornflakes. What the hell's this? You said Joe Dirt DVD and cornflakes. It's very similar to Under Siege. The denouement of the movie is very similar to Under Siege. It also includes a nuclear
Jumping out of a cake. Oh right, sorry.
No, that's the
Erica. What was her name? Erica
Eleniak.
Was it?
Yeah.
Steven Seagal classic.
But
I've never seen it.
The entire movie takes place in a corridor and the command center.
Right.
It's almost like it's like a bottle episode. It's like
play.
It's like a play, only it's not as good as 12 Angry Men.
They said that about that Tom Hanks one that was on
Greyhound.
TV. Yeah, that was like a play, was it not?
Yeah. Well, I think it was based on a play, wasn't it?
Oh, was it? At one
so,
kind of location, and that was it.
Yeah. Well, because it takes place on a bridge, and I think it's done in sort of real time.
Yeah, yeah.
This is also sort of done in real time. It's also directed by a guy who has never directed before.
But
I'll tell you something. He has been described a lot of Steven Seagal movies. That's for sure. I swear to God, it's hilarious. It goes. She's in her cab. This is the sort of opening bit of it. So she goes down. She talks to the commanding officer, who's very reassuring and all that kind of stuff, and the kind of like pseudo father figure type person. And I'm like, he's dead. So it goes down. They have a conversation, and then he goes, "Better go and get ready." And so there's a knock on the door in her cabin, like 5 minutes after that, and he goes, "Control room now, bring your sidearm." And so she puts her sidearm on and runs out the door. And I said, I wonder how long it takes for her to lose her dress shirt. And go to a white vest. That was the other thing. Go to a white vest. 5 minutes into the movie, shirt comes off, white vest.
That even happens in Jurassic Park or Jurassic World.
Yeah. Why did like? Can you not just wear a shirt?
I don't know. I can.
What are you, Martin from Friday Night Dinner? All right, Bambinos. No. Anyone? That's me. Is finished. I'm finished.
Tis fini.
I'm finished. Name of the movie.
Finished. I was going to
my
say
favourite
Spaced.
movie.
I was going to say
Oh.
Spaced because when David Williams does that kind of art theatre thing.
Oh, is finished.
Aye.
Yeah. Oh, it's when he's sitting slumped in the ground and goes, "I'm finished."
No.
There will be blood.
Oh, the bowling ball scene.
Yeah, the bowling ball.
Oh,
scene.
okay.
Yeah.
Damn it! How did I not get that?
I don't know.
I watch that every birthday. Love it. I do. I love that film.
Weird birthday movie.
You know, that's one of my favourite films.
I know. No. It's okay.
No, it isn't.
Exactly.
It's amazing.
Got him. If you like this discourse, then don't forget to smash the old like button and share. I mean, it really helps the channel out. And of course, if you would like timely reminders of when we put a new video up, which is Sundays and also Tuesday, for our hello there, Obi Wan watch along, where you can watch along with us, comment, all that kind of stuff. Then hit the old subscribe button and notification bell, and YouTube will let you know when we have a new video up.
Do it.
But until then, thank you everyone for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.
Thanks, guys.